Right, let's spend a couple minutes looking at the 10,000 foot view of your speech. So we're looking way down on that speech from above and looking at the components that are going to make it successful. Really, there's three components. We have content, structure, delivery. All right? So as we're working our way through these next chapters, starting with chapter 4, that's kind of the beginning, determining the goal of the speech. So working through those chapters gets us to all the things that we need to have in our speech, all the components to the speech. Component number one is content. That's kind of my first golden rule. You got to know what you're talking about, right? What are you saying in your speech? So in order to enhance that speech, in order to make it relevant to your audience, we're going to have to do some research, and chapter 6 talks about research. So that's the content aspect of the speech. Tell us stuff that we don't already know, which means you are going to have to go find it. Number 2, structure. We have a macro structure of the speech, and that contains what's the introduction, the body, the conclusion, how we do transitions, what do we put into each one of those things in the speech, in the outline itself. So how do we outline a speech? Chapter 7, 8 is going to cover that. I'm going to cover it too. I'm going to show you how to do this. Also, the microstructure is how do we word the language in our speech? So yeah, word choices, because language, as we know, meanings depend on the people in your audience. They assign meaning to words. So what words are you using to convey what you want to convey? What are your stylistic choices, the vivid language that you're using? So we're going to talk about that in chapter 10. And then finally, delivery. The type of delivery we're trying to go for is conversational. I know it's weird. I'm looking at the camera right now. There's nobody here. But in my mind, I have to think I'm having a conversation with you, my audience, whoever that may be. So you're looking at the camera and having a conversation. So the delivery, we got to practice that. So chapter 11 is going to give us practice tips. We're going to talk about how to be conversational. All those types of things go into delivery. That's it. 3 components of your speech. We're going to be focusing on those from here on out.